He's an undercover agent looking for stolen data, but all his training never prepared him for this. From Universal Pictures,
They're children. I can handle this.
Comes an all-new movie.
Things can spiral out of control.
You're a little monster.
Yeah.
Starring DOLPH Lundgren
That's how the kindergarten teacher rolls.
and Bill Bellamy.
Did you just...
Kindergarten Cop 2. Own it on DVD and digital HD.
Okay, first of all, who is crediting Bill Bellamy as a frontliner on a film in 2016? And for that matter, who's crediting DOLPH Lundgren as a frontliner in 2016? In a world where Chris Pratt and Channing Tatum are ushering the new wave of action stars, dinosaur-sized behemoths like DOLPH Lundgren are on the verge of extinction, with Stallone and Schwarzenegger being the exception. Speaking of Arnold, he headlined the original Kindergarten Cop back in 1990, an amusing but nothing more film. 26 years later comes this trailer, which is so generic and broad in its tone that it made me think of this.
With everything going for him. Only problem is, he's about to become a carrot. I'm a carrot. It's 24-karat comedy. Rob Schneider is a carrot. Rated PG-13.
For the love of Christ.
For those of you even vainly interested, Kindergarten Cop 2 colors in the DVD market on May 17th. I say DVD because, well, Jake, this isn't for the Blu-ray crowd.
What's the matter?
I have a headache.
It might be a tumor.
It's not a tumor. It's not a tumor at all.
The fourth story is about arguably the best movie to come out of February of last year. No, damn it, 50 Shades of Grey is not it. Kingsman. Kingsman came out last Valentine's Day and was enjoyed by a good quantity of people. One of those high points happened to be the villain played by Samuel L. Jackson. Well, Kingsman 2 is in the works and has their eye on another great villain casting choice with Julianne Moore. Coming over her Oscar win from last year and concluding the Hunger Games series, she's on to the next big thing. Well, potentially, that is. Moore is in talks to play the villain, but I guess the idea of that seems to excite me, seeming how well they utilized Jackson last year. Kingsman was a pleasant surprise last year and is working at the kinks of a potentially great franchise. Director Matthew Vaughn is back in the directing the Not Afraid to Go There sequel and is expected to be released June of 2017.
Who the f do you think you are coming here? You don't know me, you don't know who I am, what my life is, and you have the balls, the indecency to ask me questions about my life? You too! Don't you call me lady!
Been an exciting week for Fox's Marvel Universe, but let's check in on the Mouse House's version of Stan Lee's heroes. Guardian of the Galaxy Volume 2 began production this week, with James Gunn returning behind the camera and Chris Pratt and company returning in front. Marvel announced the new cast members with a press release confirming that Kurt Russell will indeed appear in the film amongst others. The speculation and rumors peg Russell as Star-Lord's long-lost father, but who knows, maybe he's just some other weird alien. We'll find out when Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 rocks into theaters on May 5th of next year.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of Guardians of the Galaxy, and specifically their director, James Gunn, he had quite the insightful message concerning the latest superhero release that we are reviewing, Deadpool. Knowing a thing or two on directing successful superhero installments, Gunn had a few words to tell Hollywood, who's trying to figure out the overwhelming success of why this R-rated hero film did so well. Quote, "The film has a self-deprecating tone that's riotous. It's never been done before. It's poking fun at Marvel. That label takes itself so seriously, can you imagine them making fun of themselves in a movie? They'd rather stab themselves." And he's right. Deadpool wasn't successful because it was rated R or it was extra funny. It was a hit because of its originality. And that's what Gunn is getting at, and is afraid the Hollywood executives are going to miss. He counters that something similar happened to Guardians. The executives saw its success and thought it was because of its fun tone and then tried to mimic it. And to an extent, that's true, but it's true because that's what made it original. If you keep trying to replicate things, we, the audience, are going to lose interest. And that's the point. And that goes for everything. And Deadpool's Valentine's Day weekend is a perfect example of that, beating out the old, tired Zoolander sequel. So thank you, James Gunn, for speaking out. Let's hope you're heard.
Doesn't anyone notice this? I feel like I'm taking crazy pills!
Deadpool's overwhelming success at the box office this past weekend has opened several doors of possibilities in an already overly exploited genre. After the film shocked the world by opening to almost $135 million,
Damn.
The public has proven that they are willing to watch an R-rated superhero film as long as it looks appealing and makes sense. That apparent trend will start with the third Wolverine film, as a picture was snapped of a pamphlet at a toy fair that stated that Fox anticipates an R rating for Hugh Jackman's final go-around in the adamantium skin. We'll find out once we get closer to release date, almost a year from this moment, March of 2017.
Entertain them as the others traverse the rigid security.